This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of Cult of the Fox's brand new album, Blood Omens. So I had a real good time with this album trying to decide how to classify it. It's modern and from Sweden, but the first term that came to mind from this was new wave of British heavy metal. The production and the songwriting and just general aesthetic really reminded me of some like Diamond Head or maybe even Saxon. Except that the vocal delivery is much harsher. I'm not sure what to compare it to. The closest thing I can think of is Gravedigger. The guitar sound is very classic. I was seriously convinced at first that this was a remaster of some classic album I'd been sleeping on. But sure enough, it's out this year. There's very much a classic vibe to the entire album. I was asking myself whether this was recorded live. The drums sound a little too perfectly in time for that, but everything else sounds very raw in the best way possible. The first 3 songs on the album all have some different kind of sound to it. After listening to the title track, I thought new wave of British heavy metal. After listening to One Machine, I thought these vocals are a little too harsh, maybe it's just straight up heavy metal. After listening to the Spectre of Ruin and My Silver Nemesis, I thought this kind of sounds like some Judas Priest. It's a pretty impressive display of diversity for a band that seems to be aiming for 80s level production quality. The last of these, of course, has a guest appearance by Ripper, so sounding like Priest, yeah, it kind of works. Calling out some other songs. Vermilion City has a really cool song structure. I love how the drums during the solo really pick up from an otherwise, I think it was a mid-tempo song. Also, I can't hear that song title and not think of fucking Pokemon. There was a song from the anime called Viridian City, and in the video games there was Vermilion City. Skull Smasher was another really cool track, again with the drums picking up at certain points. It's kind of an odd thing to focus on, but it gives the songs an unexpected energy where it's needed. Side note, this band has the best song titles ever. If nothing else, I've picked up a band I need to go down Spotify with. I often tell friends not in the scene that Sweden and Finland are producing almost all of the world's great modern metal. And here comes another band to affirm that. Great job, guys. Rock on.